Down on the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at our commodity movement, corn, beans, and wheat, courtesy of John Tuggle. The grain markets continue to be pummeled by continuing beneficial rains in South America and the dismal export demand for U.S. grain. Corn futures in particular were further pressured by lower energy prices. Crude oil currently down narrowly $3 by the barrel at 71. Friday's USDA report released their final 2023 crop production and supply and demand reports. While there are no bullish surprises expected, these government reports, particularly year final reports, hold some surprises. The trade generally expects year-end carryout for corn to be mostly unchanged at 2.1 billion bushels. South American production, with crops currently in the ground, are so important, and expectations are that Argentinian corn and soybean production will be left unchanged, while there likely will be slight cuts in Brazil's production due to recent widespread rains. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM remain closed this week for Milo trucks. Timco and the Andersons Houston open this week for trucks from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. There are your grain movements, corn, beans, and wheat, as far as futures, by John Tuggle. Call 361-852-5207. We're on the line with Colt Adams getting ready for a sale in El Campo. What's it looking like Monday night?
Mr. Larry, we're tagging in on around 850 head this evening. Got a few weaned calves off of one place. Been weaned right at 45 days. Good Brangus cross steers on that deal. Some real powerhouses on that deal. The other deal, we have a big strings. Had about 150 come off another deal, and had another 100 calves come off of another set. A lot of Red Angus sired calves on the one, and some Charolais crosses on the other. Some good calves. There will be some few palpates tomorrow. Be a little sell out there of some Brangus cows that'll be palpated, and then I do have a few pairs and a few bred cows coming in the morning as well.
Good. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir. You can give me a call on my cell phone at 361-920-1618. That's the best way to get a hold of me. And don't forget, we do have our special sale coming up on January the 20th. We'll have right at 100 bulls of all the popular breeds and right at 700 females right here on the 20th at 12 noon.
All right. We'll be talking more about it as we get that away. Colt, thanks for the call.
We really appreciate y'all, and we really appreciate all of our customers very much.
We know you do, and we appreciate you, and we'll talk with you after the sale.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye.
McCoys.com. McCoys wants to be your source for farm and ranch equipment and supplies specifically suited to your operation. Are you designing a horse farm or a new cattle handling facility? How about your 4-H or FFA project pens? McCoy's Farm and Ranch Specialist, Cliff Molinax, can help. Contact your local McCoy's store at McCoys.com and find out how to get Cliff out to the farm today. That's www.mccoys.com. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron. They sell them every Friday. Kenny, I guess this was the first sale for you after the new year.
Yes, sir, it was. We had some good rain. We had a total of 1139. Out of that mix, we had 211 cows, 34 bulls, 70 buyers.
Walk the pins.
Steers under 300, 258 to 350. 3 to 400 pound steers, $2 to 332. 4 to 500 pound steers, 193 to 332, and over 500, 130 to 284. On the heifers under 300, 220 to 305. 3 to 400 pound heifers, 180 to $3. 4 to 500 pound heifers, 140 to 288. Over 500, $1 to 265. On the cows, die steady at best, 40 to 105. Packer bulls, 80 to $1.25. On your bred cows, 610 to 1775, and on your pairs, 760 to 1650.
Good. Now 11:52?
1139.
1139. So that was a good sale. About what you thought we were going to have. What do you say for this week, Kenny?
We had a little northern blow through this morning, or this afternoon. We didn't get much rain, so I think we'll have a decent run. Already had some calls today about people wanting to bring some calves, so I think they're going to kind of bring a few as long as the weather's permitting. So might be a little better than it was last week.
Well, tell everybody how to get in on it.
You bet. Catch us at the office, 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk with you toward week's end.
Thank you, Larry. Have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Neighbor with Preferred Cattle Chutes, hay rings, corral panels, and more, McCoy's is ready to become your farm and ranch outfitter. Visit the McCory stores in this region. I know they've got them in San Angelo. I know they've got them in Abilene. Stores near you. Find the products you need at McCoys.com. We're on the line with Klein Spear, Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, sheep and goats on Tuesday, cattle Thursday. Let's review them both.
Got about 250 on the yard this evening, Larry. We'll catch quite a few in the morning, being our first sale back, so probably have around that 700, 800 head range tomorrow, and kind of what we're seeing in that market ought to be pretty steady, maybe a little better than where we left off last year, so looking forward to getting that market going again.
Good. And the cattle come Thursday.
Got 3 or 4 guys already called for some trucks and some other things, to kind of get them in. So I think we're going to have probably every bit around that 700, 800 this week. And market sure looks like it's going to be a little better than last week. So it should be a good week to sell a few.
At Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde, sheep and goats today, Tuesday, when you folks are hearing it, and cattle Thursday. Klein, tell everybody how to contact you.
Give us a call at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, let's take a look at our meat moves from yesterday. The National Pork Carcass Cutout value for Monday, 82 higher at 85.08. Mixed primals, the reason. USDA reported the week's production, 514.2 million pound. As we look toward the beef side of the protein equation, we see that USDA wholesale box prices mixed on Monday. Choice bounced $1.67 to $278.83. The select 17 lower at $259.36. Slaughter reported 115,000 head compared to 127 during the same Monday last year. There were no sales of fat cattle on Monday. USDA said last week's bulk of the cash, 173 to 175 in the north. The weekly feeder auction at Oklahoma City, 14.5 thousand head sold, 50% steers, 45 heifers. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. We're on the line with Sean Geiswhite, closer to the sheep and goat sale, a little closer to cattle sale. It's Monday night, looking for Tuesday. What do you say, Sean?
Oh, I still think we'll get somewhere at 3 to 3,500 on the sheep and goat end, and somewhere at 1,000 to 1,500 on the cattle end. See how it plays out tomorrow on the cattle end. But we got a good bunch of sheep and goats that are there right now. The quality's good and looks good, so it's shaping up to be a good sale tomorrow.
What's the weather supposed to be like Tuesday and Wednesday?
I think we're going to be pretty good. This morning we had a little rain, shower come through, and then, of course, today this afternoon the wind's blown quite a bit. But I think, shaping up going into Wednesday, we ought to be pretty good.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You can reach us at 830-997-4390.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Benny Cox, getting ready for a sheep and goat sale, first one of 2024. What's it going to look like?
It's it was pretty light today. At about 4 o'clock, we had 2,500, which we've been having that by 1 o'clock or so.
Right.
We're going to have to hurry up to have 5,000. Really, it rained some around here, but not any big rainfall that I know of. But the wind has been terrible. 20 to 50 miles an hour. And I'm sure some people just kind of, the animals don't like it either. But
no.
We kind of backed off that deal. After being closed 2 weeks, you think it might be a little bigger, but it's kind of that time of the year. But it looks like we'll have to hurry up to have 5,000. You got to get to 4 first.
Right. Is the weather going to influence cattle sale toward the end of the week?
Oh, I don't know. I looked at Oklahoma City. It looks like it influenced them or something, because they were, good deal lower. The feeders were, 2 to 5, I think. Those calves are kind of 3 to 8. So
right.
Lower. They had 14,000.
Right.
Oh, well, that weather, they say it won't get here till Sunday, but Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday be down in the teens, and that's cold for us, but there's a lot of people that are used to cold. It just depending on how much moisture, we get with that, I guess, if we get any.
Right. Well, we'll be watching and listening and calling. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, they can call me on 325-234-4277. The office, same area code, 653-3371, or always look at the web, which is producersandcargill.com.
Benny, thank you very much.
Talk to you tomorrow morning. morning.
Bye-bye. I'm Larry Marble from down on the farm. We're at the kitchen table, and our guest today is Stephen from D&D, and you're bringing us some Preferred information, aren't you?
Yes, sir, Larry. So the boss ordered one too many truckloads of stuff from Preferred this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and offer 10% off all Preferred panels and squeeze chutes exclusively to Down on the Farm listeners while supplies last.
Down on the Farm listeners, you need to get in on this action. How much percentage?
10%.
Get on down to D&D right now. Stephen, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can reach me at 830-379-7340, and I'm at extension 160.
We're on the line with Henry Pickett from Abilene Livestock, getting ready for the sale on Tuesday. What's it looking like Monday night, Henry?
Well, for the first sale coming back for the new year, it's going to be a little short. We had quite a bit of rain and storms this morning, anywhere from a half places to 4.5 inches of rain. But it was much needed. We're in pretty good shape. Tonight we had about 425 total cattle with 180 cows. Expecting tomorrow 600 to 800 total cattle with about 225 cows. It's just an assortment of a lot of different deals, but no big deals.
All right. Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you for that sale in Abilene today, Tuesday, when you folks are hearing this.
Here at the barn, we can be reached at 325-673-7865, or my cell number is 940-733-8208.
We appreciate it, Henry. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We are on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how did Mason turn out?
You bet, Larry. We had a really good sale today for the first sale of 2024 over at Mason. And we kind of continue where the market started off last Thursday at the sale in San Saba. Maybe today even increased more and everything. We had right at 1,500 head, lots and lots of quality, shaped a lot of cattle up in deals. I thought overall the man was extremely strong on all the calves and yearlings. I looked at the stocker steers. They probably sold $8 to $12 a hundred higher as compared to the end of the year of 2023. I had a group of 4 steers, weighed 554 today, Larry, that brought $308 a pound, dollared out right at $1,704 and some change. Unbelievable. I thought overall those 550 weight cattle. Stocker heifers, I thought, sold $12 to $15 higher. I had a group of 14 heifers, weighed 403. They're almost dollared out at $3 a pound at $294, $1,185 on those. Getting their bigger kind of cattle, I thought the feeder steers were $15 to $18 higher. Had a group of steers weighed 710 pounds today at $250 a pound, $1,775 on those. Definitely a big increase on that weighted class of cattle. The feeder heifers probably sold $8 to $10 higher. I thought the packer cows and bulls, they both sold steady. Replacement cattle also steady on a very limited test on the pairs and bred cows, Larry. Overall, very strong market, a lot of demand, a lot of activity.
Good deal. Remind everybody about San Saba Thursday.
You bet. We got our stocker feeder sale there, along with our premium wing calf sale. We got about 1,000 head we know coming already. So we'll have a good run. If you want some quality cattle to go to wheat or oats right now, or put them on grass because come in May, you'll probably want to attend there. We'll have a decent run. I think overall quality will be good, and a lot of wing cattle there also, Larry, that we have we know of coming already.
Give us a number.
You bet. It's area code 325-372-5159.
McCoys.com. McCoy's Building Supply. Still family-owned, strong, growing, and relevant for our ag community. With their own cattle ranches in West Texas, they understand the rural ag economy. Farm and ranch equipment from working chutes and sorting pens to cattle panels and gates, T-post fencing and barbed wire. Shop online and find the store near you at McCoys.com. Neighbor, here's a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle and Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in January, March plus 115, 10.18. Houston, 10.27. Progresso, March plus 40, 8.84. Yellow corn to Corpus in January, March plus 50, 5.05. And Progresso, March plus $1 and a dime, 5.65. Hard red winter wheat in January to Houston, March plus 30, 6.45 and a quarter. And beans to Placido, Jan-Feb delivery, March less 90, 11.55. Taking a look at cotton. East Texas and South Texas cotton, 1,760 bales. West Texas, Kansas, and Oklahoma, 5,394. That brought the total to $71.54. The low side, $74.67. High side price, $78.42. The average across the 7,154 was $76.54. Neighbor, we're not average. We're the best darn farm show in Texas, even when I can't get my mouth to work right, because you're the best darn show listener. Good day.